Hey everyone, it's Shanna, Peta Girl 83. It is Thursday, May 26th, 2011. I haven't made or posted a video in over 2 weeks. I've pretty much been at a standstill here as far as preoperative weight loss surgery stuff goes. In case you didn't see, my cardiologist appointment was on May 9th, and instead of having or getting the clearance that I had hoped that I would get, I walked away from that appointment with an order to have an echocardiogram due to what the cardiologist said was a rapid heartbeat. I left the office, made the appointment right away, hoped that I would get in within a few days, but again, didn't go according to my plan. I had to wait 2 weeks for this appointment. I don't think a lot of people understand how long 2 weeks actually is to somebody who is the biggest hypochondriac you could probably possibly imagine. And they may as well have told me to wait an eternity, because that's exactly what it felt like. I had 14 days to constantly obsess, freak out, and torture myself over all of the what ifs. You know, what if something came back wrong? You know, what if I need a heart transplant? What if, you know, my heart's gonna stop working tomorrow? I was going crazy, and misery loves company. So the few people that know that I'm going through the process of having weight loss surgery, I brought them into my circle of craziness and drove them absolutely nuts as well. So it's nice to finally say that the test is over with. I had that on Monday, and the technician had said that the results were being sent to the cardiologist right away, that they would have them within minutes, and I would probably hear from the cardiologist by Wednesday. I've said this before, guys. I do not like waiting. I am all about instant gratification. So I brought it upon myself to absolutely drive the doctor's office crazy by calling them several times. On Tuesday, I called in the morning and called in the afternoon. Both times the same girl answered and said the doctor had not read the results yet and there was nothing to report, and I would probably hear from them on Wednesday. Okay, so I made it through Tuesday night. Wednesday, I had my phone attached to my hip all day, waiting for the phone call. Morning came and went. The afternoon came and still no call. So again, I took it upon myself to call them back, and same girl answered the phone for the third time, and she was a little less than happy to hear from me again after having talked to me already twice the day before. And she said, sorry, doctor still has not read them, and I assure you we will call you as soon as, you know, we get the results. She was a little less than thrilled to hear from me again. So I hung up the phone and uttered some, you know, swear words under my breath, in my head, whatever, and went about the rest of my day, again, constantly worrying about, you know, the what ifs. And on my way home from work yesterday, the office called. It was almost 6 o'clock at night, so I was really surprised to get a call that late from them. But it was the same girl that I had talked to 3 times before, and she told me that the doctor looked at my results and said everything looked good. Everything was normal. So yay, I'm cleared for surgery. So I have the pulmonologist clearance, I have the cardiologist clearance, and I am, you know, so far good to go. And I've got to say, when she called me, she sounded just as happy to give me the results as I was to hear them, because that meant that I would no longer be bothering her at work and she wouldn't have to hear from me again. So I was happy about that. All the way home, I was driving with a smile from ear to ear. I was thrilled, floored, excited, you know, everything. And I'd have to say, over the last 2 weeks leading up to this appointment, I had to think, like, I'm only 27, and here I am worrying about a test on my heart. Like, that's not right. And a 27-year-old should not have to worry that there's something wrong with your heart. I mean, I'm too young to be having these fears. Even with heart problems on both sides, my mom and my dad, I should have known enough to take care of myself and to eat better and not do this to my body. But growing up, besides being overweight and from a vanity standpoint, I never had any health problems. So being overweight never was an issue health-wise. It was just, not being able to fit in the clothes that I want to fit into, not being able to, do the things that I wanted to because of my size. So the second that a health issue was brought to the surface, freaked me out. And I thank God that I, because of my parents, who are paying out of pocket for this surgery, because of them, I have a second chance at regaining my life. And no longer am I going to abuse my body the way that I have the last 18 years by eating crap that thankfully I haven't done any damage to my body yet. And I refuse to continue my life living like that, because it's no way to live. I don't want to ever have to spend another 2 weeks worrying about a test like this. It's just not right. So I thankfully, I'm cleared, I'm healthy, and it can only get better from here, right? So I'm excited for surgery. I called the surgeon's office today and they said that I'll probably be getting a call on Tuesday to schedule my surgery date, the last appointment with my surgeon, and the nutrition class that I have to do, which is about 4 hours long. So hopefully next week, I'll be on my way to the next step, and hopefully by the end of the month of June, I'll be on my way and I'll, finally be on the loser's bench. I'm really, really excited to get to the next step, because I'm just so done living life the way that I have the last 18 years. Anyways, I know this is probably going to be backwards. I did get a few weight loss surgery cookbooks. One is Eating Well After Weight Loss Surgery, and the other is Weight Loss Surgery Cookbook for Dummies. And I got both of these on Amazon, and I think together after shipping it was like $26. I haven't had much time to look through them, but I did flip through a little bit, and I know in the Weight Loss After Surgery, or Eating Well After Weight Loss Surgery, there's a recipe in here that somebody had posted a video on. It was no noodle zucchini lasagna, and I'm telling you, it looked really, really good. So that's going to be the first thing that I'm going to try this weekend out of this cookbook. Unfortunately, neither of these really have pictures, and if you're like me, I like to see pictures of what I'm cooking. So one, I know what it looks like, and two, I know if my product actually turned out to look like what it should. Fortunately, these don't have pictures. So who knows how that's gonna work out. The Weight Loss Surgery Cookbook for Dummies, has some really good advice in here as well. It's not just recipes, but it has talks about meeting, your goals for protein, how to eat without making yourself sick, what good foods, for protein, and what to stay away from, and just basically giving advice on how to maintain a healthy diet post weight loss surgery. So it definitely has a lot of good advice in here. So I would definitely recommend picking up these cookbooks, especially even if you're post-op, pre-op, whatever. I know that I have a hard time coming up with new recipes. I usually stick to what I know So that means when I have been dieting or when I try to start eating healthy, I eat the same thing all the time. And monotony will kill you, or at least it does me when I'm trying to eat healthy. If I'm constantly eating the same thing over and over again, I get really, really bored and I won't stick to any healthy lifestyle as far as eating goes. So to have recipe books that are geared towards weight loss surgery patients is going to be wonderful in spicing up, you know, what you're cooking and what you're eating. So keeping everything, you know, new and interesting will definitely be the key for me to maintain a healthy eating lifestyle. So I do recommend getting those. Anyways, I will definitely post a video once I hear from the surgeon's office when my next appointments will be and when my surgery date is. I do want to, again, thank everybody for your kind words throughout the last few weeks, because I'm sure you guys have all known, those of you who have been watching, I've been stressing out about this appointment, and to get through it with the support of all of you really, really meant a lot to me. And I want to wish everybody luck who is having their surgery dates come up really, really soon. And those of you who just recently had surgery, I'm glad that everything went okay, and I hope to join you on the loser's bench really, really soon. So keep a spot warm for me. I'll be there before I know it. So anyways, that's it for now. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.